It's Ray Give TV.
In the block. TV.
Let's get right to it.
See, it's a total different thing. Once you in front of me, when you in front of anybody, you can read a person. They body posture, they eyes. If you been somewhere, you know what you're dealing with. You know, if you dealing with one of them niggas that this nigga gonna go all the way, or this nigga pussy, this nigga soft, he nice. Nigga read niggas. Once you get in front of a nigga, you know what you're dealing with. But I'm never gonna change or deter from what I said about a man on the internet and see you and not gonna say it.
So I don't know if you've seen it. Speaking of Gumby, I was watching this shit, these podcasts that they've been on out there. I think Fort
Yeah, I
Worth,
told
Dallas.
Gumby yesterday he's a goddamn fool for even dealing
He's
with
doing
that.
some shit with Kunta, right? That dude
Yeah, I
Kunta
told him he's
went
a
out.
damn fool because Gumby, you a trophy when it come to your neighborhood and the out of town nigga. And I told him if I was them, I'd have you out and you up over there in the name of Fort Worth. That's what I
Yeah.
told him. I said you
No, they
keep
was in
playing.
Vegas though. They was in Vegas, so he was close to home. They was in Vegas.
Well, nah, he was in Houston. Fort
Oh
Worth
yeah.
as well. It was that, yeah. He
Oh,
called me
because I thought
yesterday.
that the dude Bob report was saying like, yeah, they was in Vegas. So I
Down,
thought they
that
was in
nigga
Vegas.
went down there with them niggas. He was in Fort Worth. And Gumby, and I told Gumby, I said, Gumby, why you think I tell niggas when I leave California, I don't even acknowledge niggas? And this is why. Gumby is down there. For you probably don't understand what Gumby's saying. Ain't no Five Deuce Crip gang who.
Yeah, I understand it.
Okay. The Five Deuces is the only ones that still got Crip associated to them.
Okay.
But they GCs. It's a difference between a GC and a CG. A gangster Crip and just Crip gang. You see what I'm saying? Gangster Crip is like hoods to Crip. You know what I'm saying? It's a total different identity. And they fought over that shit for years, went to war over it. So these niggas just saying, we Five Deuce Crip gang. Hoover. There's no such thing as a Five Deuce CG Crip gang. It's Five Deuce GC Gangster Crip. So Gumby's telling them how you representing Hoover when that Hoover don't even exist. But I'm telling Gumby, and then he telling them how you falling up under the nigga L.A. Ron from 7-6 East Coast when we don't even get along with these niggas. Right?
Damn.
But again, this is some out of town.
So he didn't really get into detail. Like he just said, stay out of politics. But you saying the politics?
It's politics. So L.A. Ron been down there since he got out the feds, and he done created this all Crips is one in Fort Worth, wherever they at. Hoovers don't fall up under nothing but Hoover. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But I told Gumby, you are arguing with some out of town niggas who don't nothing about them make sense. You're not gonna win. All you gonna do, if they smart, I would have made a name. We would have you up on camera and sent you back like that. That's what we would have did and said, nigga, now we Five Deuce Crip gang like we told you, right? Five Deuce CG don't exist at all. Never heard of it. Don't exist. Five Deuce GC exists. Five Deuce is the only clique in Hoover that still got Crip tied to their name. But Gumby, I don't get where I go. I can be insane. I got a whole neighborhood in Tennessee. You don't hear me talk about them niggas. You niggas, okay. Well, y'all talk to who you want to talk to.
Hey, Wack, so I ain't heard it before. You know, I'm out of town and shit, but I ain't heard it before. Like if it's your neighborhood, you stay in your neighborhood politics. If it's somebody else, even if y'all homies, you gotta stay in your own politics. That's true, right?
Well, no, hell no, that ain't true. Because those of us that been to the penitentiary, that ain't how that work. Because you do something, you from Paru, you do something on their yard and violate, nigga ain't gonna say, well, oh, you from Carson, oh, you from Compton, oh, you from Hawthorne. No, nigga, you gonna get dealt with.
No, I'm talking about the four part, like, okay, he Hoover, and then like the dude L.A. Ron.
That they don't, but East Coast and Hoovers don't even get along. That don't even make sense. I see that.
Okay.
For you to be under East Coast as a Hoover is totally just some weird shit. It just don't make sense. That's like saying, right, some Parus is under bounty hunters, and we get along 6 months out the year. The 6 months is gonna always be a trip. It's not gonna be that, bro. We're never gonna be under nothing. You get what I'm saying? But powerful. You get what I'm saying? So At the end of the day, it just, and I'm telling Gumby, you arguing with some, you giving them the light. Niggas didn't even know them niggas was down there in the world. They're using you to get a
Yeah,
light.
they got a light a little bit though. I don't know how long it's
Yeah,
gonna last. Cause dude got, you know, they all got YouTube channels, so they all
yeah.
pushing their shit right now. Then dude, LA Ron just did a podcast, and you know
LA Ron
everybody
just
was
did about
saying
30 years in the feds, bro.
that's what
He
he
ain't,
was saying.
yeah, he been gone. He ain't been back to LA, nigga, since the early 90s. He just did 30 years and moved out to Fort Worth. So, I'm not arguing with, if a nigga in Tampa want to tell me that Paru mean some other shit, that's cool, homie. You got to, I'm not finna, cause they ideology, they got 5-minute handshakes and words and sounds and shit. That's your thing. Do your thing. I don't with you anyway.
Right. It's like the I don't know if this could be true, but I know I did a interview with a dude from M Street Pyro, OG, one of the dudes who started the neighborhood over there, and he was saying how I was asking him questions. I had heard it online that some people were saying Pyrus ain't Bloods, and he cleared that up. It's like that. What you're saying, like when you go out of town, some people will be like Pyru ain't Blood, but Blood is Pyru.
Paru, don't get it up. Paru is Paru, originated company that come from Paru Street, right?
Hmm.
Paru did not fall up. We wasn't created by the straight blood facet of what this is. You got brims, them is bloods. You got bounty hunters, them is bloods, right? We
Hmm.
are definitely of the branch of the blood
Let's get
family.
right
Right.
to it.
But Paru is what it is. My neighborhood, I believe, is probably the only neighborhood that put the B at the end of it. I
Hmm.
don't think no other Paru set does that. It's just such and such Paru. Circle City Paru, West Side Paru. There's no blood in it at all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At all. So, do we all fall up under the blood family? Yeah, but if we on the yard
Let's
and
get
some
right to
Parus
it.
get into it with some other niggas, and the homies is on some Paru or nothing shit, then we gonna smash whatever it is on the other side. That's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? So Brims is bloods, bounty hunters is bloods, Inglewood families is bloods. You'll never hear them say Paru, but you will hear Paru say what's happening blood. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? You'll never hear a straight blood nigga adjust a straight blood set with Paru unless they talking to a Paru. We could be talking to a Paru and still utilize the word blood because it's all part of the same faucet, the same family. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
no straight blood gangs in the city of Compton. That's where Paru originated at. There's no Compton blood. It's all Compton Paru.
No, I got you. I
You
got
get
you.
what I'm saying? So that's
Yeah.
that's where that come
I
from.
think he kind of explained that too to me, but he was like out of town sometime. It's like you like basically what that situation. He said out of town they speak different on it. He was like I tell them all the time this and that, but sometimes they get crossed over when it moves out of town.
Yeah, bro. I don't even entertain the shit. I don't, and it like little dude, he say he a blood. That's cool, do your shit. Because they ways and methods and what they doing and what they taught to do and is they thing and it's just an argument. That's your jungle, my nigga. You know, when you go to a lake, the fish in the lake or the fish in the river, it's a total different understanding than what's in the ocean. It's two
Right.
different habitats. You know what I'm saying? So if that's what you believe and that's what it is, that's cool. Who am I to tell you what a nigga then taught you from where a nigga then got it from and then got it from way out here and then twisted to what they wanted to be? You go to Nebraska, the Bloods wear they flag to the left and the Crips to the right. Right?
So yeah,
It's real shit. So who am
yeah.
I to argue with? I know what it is and what it ain't in this jungle. But in their jungle, that's
It's
what
different.
they say makes sense.
What you changed though, like so dude, his big thing was like he was saying like, no, I ain't gonna change, but then when shit started getting heated, he was like, well, I'm willing to,
Let's get
say have that conversation, like, to change things over. But then after that interview, people was like, yo, that nigga Gumby bumps you. He started doing videos basically saying how, like shit, nigga, all that pensions and shit.
Man, only thing
But
gonna happen, which I know, only thing is gonna happen, which I'm seeing what's finna happen, is you gonna get these LA Hoovers. Gumby gonna get these niggas on camera saying, nigga, we denounce y'all, we don't with y'all, keep Hoover out your mouth. And at that point, they alienated. Because Hoover's right here. Period.
right,
At that point, you alienated. Gumby bring his ass back and go down to them 5 deuces. And I'm like, nigga, we represent GC. We ain't never represent no CG. You niggas making up shit. Keep Hoover out your mouth. Y'all just be Fort Worth crib. We don't even acknowledge y'all. We don't
that's
whatever,
crazy.
whatever.
They was saying that in the comments. They was like, why y'all just won't be fourth Kirk?
Yeah, no, I talked to Gumby yesterday. What Gumby called me yesterday, 2 days ago, might have been 2 days. He called me early in the morning. And I already know what's coming. Once they do that, at that point, they don't have no voice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. Because can't no nigga in Tennessee challenge what's out here. Can't no nigga, you can't do it. Once the nigga say, hey, look, bro, we don't acknowledge you niggas as Hoovers. The shit you claiming ain't Hoover. Nigga, keep it out your mouth. At that point in time, the internet gonna eat it up. And niggas out there ain't gonna acknowledge them. And that's it. They gonna become their own little shit. Man, them niggas is 1,600 miles away.
Oh, you didn't know? We got content. Uh-oh. Keep that notification bell turned on. We'll deliver 24/7 around the clock. You already know it. To everybody out there working hard on the grind, if you believe it, you'll achieve it. Do what you got to do today to be prepared for tomorrow. And there we go. But until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them gone. God bless. Peace.